Hi! Hi, I'm Mintmai. Welcome back to my bakery. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? Or has it been going well so far? Hi everyone! Oh man, today's an exciting day. I get to play with my new drawing tablet. I get to play around with it, even though I've already been working on it a little bit, but I still feel really lost and not super used to it. To fill in any flower friends that weren't here when I just happened to mention it the other day, I invested in a new drawing tablet. It's like a screenless tablet. So I used to always draw with the screen tablet and it was wrecking my posture and it was wrecking my wrist and making my carpal tunnel flare up. So after years of using like this relatively nice tablet, it was also straining my eyes because actually the resolution quality of, you know, I used it for so many years. So even though at the time it was like the new technology, it's been straining my eyes because the screen resolution's not very good. That's why I usually draw on an iPad. But lately I've been trying to switch over, maybe not entirely switch over, but I've been trying to tackle Clip Studio Paint because it's a much more robust program than what I can do inside an iPad app. Although Procreate is amazing and I will always love the app, and I think that it makes, I don't know, it makes drawing so convenient. But, you know, this is just kind of a reference to artists. It's like if you want to do long-term stuff and you don't want to hurt your back and you have like pretty ambitious projects lying ahead of you, it's good to try a more robust program like Clip Studio Paint, for example. Plus, Clip Studio Paint on the computer is a one-time purchase. I mean, I guess Procreate, which is an app, is also a one-time purchase. But Clip Studio Paint on the computer, I think I paid like $35 and I have it forever, so that's pretty cool. I know that you can get like more advanced, fancy versions of Clip Studio Paint for more or for a subscription, but I don't know anything about that. But right now, what I did was I just kind of invested in a small, like plain screenless tablet. And I was like, okay, it is cheaper. However, because it's newer, even though it's screenless, I'm hoping the quality lives up to the hype. I don't know if I recommend it or not yet, so I haven't said like the brand specifically, because I think any screenless tablet will pretty much do the same thing for you. Hot girls don't gatekeep, but the reason why I'm not saying it is like, what if it ends up being awful? I'm giving it some time to warm up. You know what I mean? I don't want to recommend something if I find out after a few weeks this makes my wrist hurt. Then I will feel bad for having recommended it to you. But yes, I do like telling people what my setup is like. But for now, the only thing I can shill is Clip Studio Paint. I think that I trust and I like the program. You already ordered it. You read my mind, found out what tablet I used, and then you already ordered it. That is your responsibility now. Smile. Also, for today's stream, I will be drawing some of your OCs. Yippee! I did say that submitting Sonas are okay, because I do think that Sonas, as much as they're kind of like an OC that represents you, I still consider it, at least design-wise, something original, something fun. It's not like a picture of you. So I figured just to keep things a little more open-ended, I allowed, you know, Sona submissions, but I will say I'm still trying to stick relatively OC focused. However, to all of the wonderful artists and also the VTubers that submit their references under the post, thank you for taking the time to share your designs with me. And I do apologize in advance. We're gonna be pinched on time, so I'm just choosing based off of vibes. No harm, no foul. I always feel bad when I do something like this and it's like I really can't pick everyone. So I'm simply vibing. We might do this again in the future, so it's like, oh, if I didn't get to draw your OC now, maybe again someday. But no specific promises. It really just depends on how we're feeling. So I guess more so I'm treating it like a gacha. But I do really appreciate everyone for understanding that. It's more so I don't want to make anyone sad. I don't want to make anyone sad. Sniff. But I think I was just looking across and there are so many designs. I was like, oh, originally I wasn't sure if there would be a lot of OCs like in the submissions. And then I looked and I was like, oh, there are so many. How am I supposed to choose? Some people even submit more than one OC and I was like, oh, they're so beautiful. But I do think under the post there's a lot of cute OCs, so I love to see it. Either way, thank you for the eye candy, I'll say that much. Yeah, I also love when people tell me like a little bit of, I guess like a little bit about their character too. I think that that's very cute as well. So yeah, not really doing anything in chronological order. Nothing in specific. But I'm excited. I'm a little nervous and a little excited. Cause I've never streamed Clip Studio Paint before. This is like, I streamed it once, but it was not on the computer version. It was like the iPad version. So yeah, do you have many OCs yourself? Oh, oh, I have so many. I have so many OCs. I have a whole universe, actually. There's like a Mintmai universe that you have no idea about. Smiles. I have like oh gosh, where do I even begin? So I have like a multiverse of OCs, but they are not all in the same universe. It's like, it's basically whenever I'm bored, I come up with new ones. Let me think. Off the top of my head. So not only do I have multiple different Yuri pairings of OCs because, woo! I have multiple different OCs that are like couples and they kind of exist in the same universe. And it's because I made them when I was young and yearning. And so, except a lot of the girls, they're like friends with each other, but friends with someone that's in like a different couple. And so it's just like Yuri Central. And then I do count my RP characters as OCs because they are original characters, but it's a little bit, I think I put RP characters as like a subcategory under, like original characters is like the big blanket category. And then it splits into personas, IP characters, which just like a completely new character that is your artistry and intellectual property, and then RP characters. Under Sonas, there's another branch that actually like sticks out to the side, and that's what I consider VTubers. Because for, you know, VTubers, they can be like Sonas, but it's a little bit different, right? Because a lot of people don't design their own VTubers. And so that's more like you're having an artist design you an OC to represent you. And so there's like an extra secret sauce that goes into that. I like the fact that there can be that sort of collaboration. And then yeah, under VTubers, there's like VTubers that design themselves, like me, and then VTubers that receive a design from someone else, and then like they kind of work together for the vibe. But yeah, I have I'm trying to think. Oh, I do have there is a Mintmai OC that's technically public. I made it sound like it's public domain or something. But it's not. It's more so I do have an OC design that I have like publicly shared on Twitter years ago. And I do really like her. I just have had no time to do anything with her, which makes me really sad. But because I'm so in love with girls band concept, I do have this unvaulted OCs. The other OCs, because they're like stuff I make for personal like side stories and whatnot, I don't really tie them in with what I do at the bakery. And also because I don't know, it's just different. I think it's nice to have my little paper dolls that are in my brain that are like purely for my creative exploration and not really for anything else, you know? But here is my band OC. Do you like her? Yippee! I put so much crazy thought into designing the outfit. There's even a point in time where I was considering, and I still might do this, but when will I get the time? I do not know. But I was thinking about someday, like making her a VTuber model, except then it'd be like, but no one ever gets to use that. But I love her. I love her. Like, I mean, what would I do with it though? It's so much work. It is so much work. Oh, I just realized YouTube might not like the fact that I have a version of her outfit with just like panties out. Sorry. No, it's a swimsuit. It's a swimsuit. It's not. It's a swimsuit. I just wanted to show the layers of the outfit. I actually have the design detail breakdown in the tweet as well. I went ahead and I linked it. But yeah, her guitar is an apple with like a stem and a leaf. And in her skirt, there's like a bite mark. Here's the details. These are my favorite design details. An apple a day, you know? Yeah, and actually in my head, this is so weirdly meta, but in my head I was like, technically this OC like could be a VTuber. Like in her universe, she can be a guitarist VTuber, and her fan name or like her fan mascot, they're called brainworms. And they're like worms with little apple berets on their heads. Do you see the vision? One of my dreams, actually, this is like not a dream I vocalized, but like I think it'd be so cool someday. It's hard to say, but I'm like, it'd be so cool someday if I got to be in charge of like designing an imaginary like gen of VTubers. Like a whole wave, except it's just Mintmai comes up with concept and design and I just like bash it together and go like, here you go, beautiful women. My dream. Kind of a pipe dream though, because I don't think that sort of, I don't know if that sort of work is open. I think it makes sense though. I think it's nice that within VTubing as a whole, just like so many different artists get to have a piece of the pie. But yeah, so we got the pattern pockets, they got little blossom embroidery, and then the ribbon on the skirt is a worm, or like looks like worm design, and then there's like the bite mark in like the denim skirt with the distressed hem, and then her top and everything has like apple blossoms on it. Yeah, and then the shirt that goes under her shirt, the bustier, I don't know how to pronounce it, also has apple blossom lace, but in inverted colors. And then she gets red nail polish, apple purse. Her hair, I wanted it to be like Fuji apple color. I was very, very picky with how I put together all of this. And her hair clips. Oh, let me zoom in. I wonder if you can see it. Her little neck scarf is an apple with like the leaves. And then in the eyeballs, I'm so crazy for eyeball details. Oops, you gotta know. I have so much weakness here, but there's apples in there, because then I was gonna be like, she can call you the apple of her eye. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. So this is the only OC that I've actually shown a fleshed out design for. This is slightly old art. This is 2024 era mintmaiART. I do think I still draw like this though. If you put me next to her, like my face next to her, you can see my current face is circa Mintmai 2023 makeup. So keep that in mind. And it's also different because sketches oftentimes they come out a little cuter, a little more dynamic than clean artwork. But 2023 versus 2024, there's already a little bit of a difference. Yeah, we'll see what more of my art brings in 2026. But back to talking about OCs, I have like got whole universes. My gosh, I have some pretty crazy world building in one of them. Yeah. I've also made OCs for fun that I haven't shared anywhere, but they're like OCs that fit into a pre-existing universe. Kind of like how I made the Witch Hat Atelier OC on stream. I've made like Hoseki no Kuni OCs before because I was really into Land of the Lustrous. I'm thinking, I like fantasy. I like fantasy, but I also like slice of life, so I have different OCs that kind of fit into any of the genres that I enjoy. Yeah. It's so good that despite having apples everywhere, the details are still diverse and it's not overbearing. Oh, mintmaiART, you're beautiful. Sniff. Thank you! I stare at fashion a lot. You know, when I make these outfits though, there is one thing. I actually, unless I am like forced to, unless someone like shackles me and says, put together a Pinterest board for this, I'll never make a Pinterest board. I used to have some Pinterest boards, but I actually think Pinterest boards are, this is my hot take. Artist hot take, snapping my fingers. You don't have to agree necessarily, but in my experience, in all my years of doing character design and fashion related things, I personally find Pinterest boards limiting because Pinterest has an algorithm, and as soon as you start saving and pinning some things, they only start showing you a bunch of like similar things because they want you to think that your like feed is curated for you. So when you're making your OC and you're using Pinterest boards, I would just say be a little bit careful. I think Pinterest boards are great, and you can also upload your own photos if you want to. But I personally, in my experience, I tried using Pinterest boards for OC fashion before, and it never worked out because at some point it kept showing me the same things. Do you use any kind of mood board software? I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing because they always tell artists to use reference. I pull it out of like thin air. This is so embarrassing. So I just kind of like close my eyes. I don't actually close my eyes. I keep my eyes wide open, and then I just imagine what it would look like, and I like draw it as I'm imagining it, if that makes sense. And then if it looks kind of bad, then I start fixing it and I work in reverse from there. So when I have this idea for fashion, it's often like already in my brain, but the reason why I've logged it into my brain is because I look at so much fashion stuff. Like I have fashion magazines. Oftentimes I will get like, just like there are free magazines sometimes, depending on, you know, your situation. Like I even grab like free furniture magazines. I wouldn't say it's from raw thought. It's like I let my brain do some thinking. For instance, with my Apple OC, the idea to put the lace on the bustier was from, like, I just liked the idea of kind of having a tighter corset silhouette, and then I was like, I think these tops usually come with lace, because I've seen a bajillion of those tops before, just like out in the wild, and then I can make an original version of it, where I think of like, okay, well, what if the lace actually has a pattern? I think this is just something that comes with time. But I do think for newer artists, especially in the age of social media art, or like art that everyone shares on social media, I do think I notice Pinterest boards being a very big thing. Like, oh, I made an OC, this is the Pinterest board for them. Oh, I want to make an OC, and so like this is, without having drawn the OC, it's like, oh, like this is the Pinterest board to inspire the character. I think it's rough though, because again, algorithms and also what Pinterest shows you is often modern fashion, like what's the most popular types of fashion right now. And that is always changing time-wise. But I think when you design a character, the time period that they're existing in will account for the fashion that they wear. I just get a little bit nerdy about fashion, and so I think all OCs are you take a character, you give them a story, and that influences some features, right? And like hairstyle. But then the fashion is kind of what makes the character. The thing is, you should still be able to recognize the character even if they're wearing something different. However, if you took your OC who's like, let's say in a fantasy environment and they don't have technology, and then you put them in like modern 2020, like K-pop style hip-hop style fashion, like very modern with the chains or the distressed jeans. Like, let's just say you take a character that's from a fantasy forest, and then you put them in like the most flashy, modern, like tight-fitting outfit. It should kind of feel awkward on them compared to something that actually fits who they are and their environment. Yeah, I'm starting to ramble because it's so, when it comes down to OCs, like it's so personal. So I guess when I say my bit about Pinterest, I think it's great to use, but just like put that mental bookmark in there where it's like you are still kind of at the mercy of an algorithm that is curated based off of what you click. So it's going to keep showing you the same sort of categories of fashion. And then if you're constantly looking at that, then your brain has a harder time thinking outside of that box that Pinterest has like given you. Yeah. That's a little advice for people that are interested in fashion OC design and are feeling maybe stuck with that. I do, you know, it's not a, again, Pinterest should be an amazing resource. Besides the fact that I think Pinterest is a very mixed bag. I will look at Pinterest for like magazine clippings or like photos and things like that, but there's often, you know, time stolen art or like edits on there, and I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. But again, that shouldn't represent the entire platform. But yeah, I like coming up with a bit of personality even for new OCs and then thinking, would they like this outfit, be comfortable wearing it? Yeah, like if you have an OC that cares more about fashion than function, right? They can wear something that looks super uncomfortable to wear. But if your character's personality is like, I don't put effort into, like, if they don't put effort into grooming themselves and they don't put effort into like piecing together their outfits, then maybe they would wear more things that are more loose fitting or like the same few pieces, or their hair is like a little bit unkempt, or like they always, you know, put it up a certain way. I think that there's something fun about exploring those parts of your character and like treating them as like a full person, like functionally. The food they like can affect what they wear. If your character really likes eating spicy food and they're always wearing like a white shirt or a very fancy light colored blouse or anything like of that nature, I will inherently assume that your character is very cleanly and organized. If you have it in their profile, it's like, they love spicy food. And I'm like, okay, I'm assuming that they never have to carry a bleach pen on them. Am I speaking from personal experience? Maybe. Me when I have my delicious budejjigae and I love wearing light colored outfits. Or not light colored outfits, but I tend to be someone that leans towards like lighter shirt and then like more neutral or darker skirt or pants or something. I think that's flattering on me. I tend to not do the reverse very often, where I'm like wearing a black shirt and like white pants. Not often. Sometimes. I can think of a few rare outfits. You know what else is fun with OCs and clothes? Build a capsule wardrobe for your OC. This is more so a fun challenge. I think you should always be able to draw OCs in whatever you want. But something I used to like to do is building a capsule wardrobe for my OCs, being like, this OC of mine has exactly these 5 skirts, these 2 pairs of pants, and these 7 shirts. And whenever I draw them, I gotta figure out how they would style it. That is a fun challenge if you want to go down the rabbit hole of like specifically fashion fixation with your OC. I think it can be, you can even do it just, you know, as a one-time fun thing. If you ever see those like artists profiles where they're like, what's in my bag? I think there should be a trend that's like, what's in my OC's wardrobe? These are a few staple pieces that I think that they would wear. However, I will continue to draw them wearing whatever they want, because OCs are not restricted by their wallets in terms of how many different clothing pieces they can obtain. It's great, isn't it? Anyhow, I chatter on about OCs. Thank you again for submitting your designs. I will do my best. And if it's your first time being here, hello! I am Mintmai. I am a baker and I'm an illustrator idol, and I do the arts. Today I do the arts. I think that's a good self-intro. Awesome. Moving on. Thank you for the fashionista talk. I get really fixated on talking about fashion. I just get so I get so fixated on it. Do not save me. I'm exactly where I want to be. Okay, the screen's gonna be pretty bright. Here, I'm gonna make the canvas really small when we move over. Let me see. Oh, I'm not on the pen tool. Let me I want to write a greening. Oh my goodness, this pen is weird. I regret choosing a flat brush. I don't know how to draw with this. That does not look like what I... Okay, well... That does not look like what I meant to... It's fine. Teehee. 10-minute symphony intermission. What did I miss? What did I miss? Sorry, Hamilton reference. At the very beginning, I went on an OC ramble and how, you know, new artists or artists that maybe haven't potentially considered how the algorithm plays into things. I was also talking about how just to be a little bit aware that Pinterest can be limiting as helpful as it is for deciding your OC outfits and things like that. And then I showed off an old OC and went on a design ramble. But that was a warm-up for my voice. You can catch VOD later if it's convenient. If you're curious. But it's mostly the typical Mintmai yapping away. Okay, I'm ready to head over to Clip Studio Paint. Let's go over here. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm like actually brand spanking new to Clip Studio Paint. Hi. Okay. This is so interesting. It's like not the same as when I stream Procreate and I know my way around. You know what I mean? So I'm still figuring out if I like how this looks. Here. To make more space for art, I'll move you up here. Yippee! Okay. It's a bit of an adventure today. It is! Clip Studio, I was gonna say that's new. Cool to challenge yourself. Hardworking baker. It's like I need Clip Studio because there's a point where I can't suffer in Procreate anymore. Procreate, no matter how powerful your iPad is, it has a layer limit. Which is the worst thing you can run into if you want to be a live 2D artist ever. Although people make it work. My current makeup was done in Procreate entirely. And then I did some more like, I did all of the layer splitting and naming in Clip Studio and like Photoshop. I don't think I can do it again. I'm not powerful like that. It's really hard. Okay, let's see. Let's clear this layer. I think it's quite bright. Let's get like a nice sort of paper color on here. I am liking how the tablet feels so far. Let's see, is that like papery? I just want something easier on your eyes. And then plain gray feels too cold. I'm going for like an ancient text paper look. Okay, that doesn't feel too harsh on your eyeballs. I made this pretty high resolution too. It's like 3000 by 2000. I actually want to make it wider. Canvas size, change. No, not that. Change canvas size. Oh, this is cool. When I do stuff like changing the canvas size, you don't actually see me. You don't actually see me doing the editing in real time. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how to use this program at all. There we go. I'll go ahead and lock this layer so I can't draw on it. New layer. So intimidating. Ah, Resolve, thank you so much for 7 months of membership. I really appreciate it. Oh, also earlier, it was before I started stream. Sorry for kind of missing it. Because I was setting up Clip Studio Paint. Moji, thank you so much for joining membership for the first time. I hope you're still here to hear my genuine thanks. I know I moved to YouTube, so it hasn't been the easiest to keep track. I'm getting used to making sure I don't miss those alerts. And let me see, 3000, let's do like 3600. Whoa, 36,000 pixel wide. Sorry for taking so long. Oh no! Oh my gosh, please no. Don't apologize ever. Wah. As flower friend, you are not obligated. You are never obligated to do anything monetary for the baker. Are we in total agreement here? I need to do some warm-up doodles. This is what I drew for the thumbnail art. Sorry, slight flashbang. But this is when I was testing out stuff. I'm figuring out what I like in Clip Studio, but this is me. This is me. Oh my gosh. Why is the opacity so low? Hello? Oh. Silly me, I didn't even pick the... I'm still learning the shortcuts too. I didn't even pick the right color. That's me. Da -da -da -da. I can't sign that contract, sorry. Sugiyaki. No, it's okay. Listen, I promise. I know that you're cheering me on from the shadows. I truly think that, like, whenever a flower friend, you know, is busy or just choosing to do other things with their life, which is like awesome, fantastic, please do that. Please do everything that makes you happy and is good for you. But I feel like whenever, like, I sneeze, my ears get itchy, and then I assume that that's you thinking about me. I'm like, oh my gosh, oomphs are wishing me well. So sweet. Okay. Let me think. Oh, this is so strange. This is so strange and new to me. Do excuse me for a moment. I might make a little bit of magic happen here with the projector. First time Clip Studio Paint streamer. I think it's cool if you can see my layers a little bit. Maybe. I don't know what's more useful. I don't like that. The part of my brain that's just like, I want cleanliness and organization doesn't like that at all. Please assume that my layer settings are very boring and underwhelming. Okay, let's do this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, Clip Studio Paint is like a whole new world. I wish I was being dramatic when I say that, but I'm not. It's actually a whole new world. Okay, here we go. This is so weird. I feel so naked. It feels so foreign. Do 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 do. I saw the trailer for the Ocarina of Time remake. Maybe I can finally play it. Kokiri Forest. Do 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 do. That's like my favorite Zelda OST. I haven't even played many Zelda games. I've got to. Breath of the Wild is my first one because when my dad bought Zelda Twilight Princess for the Wii, me and my sister were really confused. You know why? Because I was really, really young, and straight up, my dad would be playing Twilight Princess, and he'd be like, "Do you guys want to play?" And I'd be like, "No, I want to play as a pretty girl. I want to play as a pretty girl." And you know what's funny? Even now, when I look at Link's design from Twilight Princess, I'm like, this is a little too masculine for me to like feel like it's Link, you know? But it's funny that I clocked that as like a little girl. I was like, no. I prefer the androgynous beauty Link, thank you. I think Link Breath of the Wild is like perfect, like exactly what I want. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is so weird. I'm figuring this out. This is so weird for me. I'm like, okay, so I draw here and then it looks like that on stream. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm a baker that knows what I want. Okay. Okay, I gotta start drawing some OCs. I need to start drawing some OCs. I need to warm up. This is so weird to me. I think I need to do that challenge. I don't know if you guys have seen there's this like manga artist challenge where like you grab to improve as a manga artist. What you do is you grab not a 30-day challenge. It's like you make wait, how do I Whoa, I can make like a straight line? That is not a straight line. I'd rather freehand it. It's like when you make like a 1 centimeter rose or something. It's like you get paper. I don't know if it's lined paper or not, but you get like a full sheet of like A4 paper. And then you draw lines and you try and keep them as consistently close to each other as possible. Like this. Oh my gosh, I'm doing a bad job. This is how I'm getting my hand to like calibrate to the tablet, you know? So you fill the whole page with these. I'll only do 2 rows. But you fill them with like these equidistant dashes and you try and keep them really clean. And then you do it diagonally. And you try and keep it as equidistant as possible. So you go this way first, and then you go this way, and then you go this way. That's what the tutorials say. It's like this, and then like slightly overlapping, and then even more overlapping. So you hatch it like this. And it's to improve your line drawing skills. And then you do it like this. But yeah, stuff like that stresses you out. You don't have to do it for sure. It's just I found it to be an interesting challenge. I personally will not be doing it on actual paper because I'm not looking to get carpal tunnel. Smiles. I'm not looking to get carpal tunnel. Yeah, getting confident in your lines is a huge deal. It's a huge deal for artists everywhere, honestly. But I think the way I got confident with my lines, like just drawing like woo. I got confident in my lines by pretty much what I did was I went a really long time exclusively drawing with pen. Like no pencils allowed, no erasers allowed. And that's how I learned. Okay. Okay, chat's here. Oh my gosh! Wait. This is so fun. I don't usually do this with Procreate because I can't quite like see it as good. Your chats are my thoughts now. And my love is mine, all mine. Nothing in the world belongs to me. Da, na, 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 na. Long thought bubble. That's exactly what I was thinking. Awesome. Let's see. We gotta draw at least one OC so that I stop feeling very precious about the canvas. You know what I mean, oomphs? Okay. First off, we're gonna start with the Witch Hat Atelier OC because I'm weak and also they are very gender. Da 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 da. Oh my gosh, I realized I saved them and I didn't name the files. I didn't name the files, so I gotta scroll through my Twitter as well. Da 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 da. Ooh, drawing OCs, yeah! Oh my gosh. Sort by recent. I kind of saved them super out of order. Yes, Witch Hat Atelier OC. It's your OC. It's your OC. No worries at all. You didn't miss much. I was just yapping. We haven't even started drawing because I feel so foreign on my own tablet. I feel so... You're like, oh my gosh, yay, Witch Hat Atelier OC, and I'm like, do they know? Elrith, my dear, poison-based brim hat witch who takes pleasure in torturing people psychologically. Yep, we're starting off strong. I knew I needed to draw them because they have the empty eyes that I love so much. Again, these are gonna be like really, these are gonna be really rough, guys. Not only do I not know how to use Clip Studio Paint, this tablet is really... It's, you know, new challenges for all of us. But I like that you mentioned that their brim cap is like their childhood pointed cap. Very cool. Feeling honored. I think you knew. I think you knew when you designed them. They're so beautiful. I think you knew what you were doing. Empty eyes, you say? Yes. Empty eyes. And long bangs. Oh my goodness. Their own journey begins with a tragedy regarding their atelier. Oh my gosh. T. I like what I hear. Tragedy, backstory. I don't know how you draw hair so satisfying. I noticed that you draw like hair relatively detailed. Okay, we have like a water drop situation, and then a tassel, I assume. I'm thinking about how to go about this. It's so nice to have desktop shortcuts, though. I'll say that much. So nice to have desktop shortcuts. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can press a key on my keyboard and I can change brushes. It's awesome. Beautiful long hair is just so charming. I saw on your reference sheet, you literally have an arrow pointing at their hair that like goes to the floor. I also like their veil is like in 2 parts, and they also have a leg slit. I think for today, for the sake of getting to draw more characters, I'm not doing full bodies. But my eyes have been blessed either way. I hadn't really thought about like a pose. I appreciate the compliments. I truly wish I could sing praises about everyone's OCs. I know sometimes I see people do like design review stuff. I think that could be fun for me to do someday. Okay. Super long, beautiful bang. Yes. I'm somehow trying to still squeeze the fact that their ear is peeking out there, because I think that's very important. Only the most important things. Oh, I'm learning my pen shortcuts. I see. The way I grip my pen is very awkward. I haven't calibrated new shortcuts just yet. It's taking like every part of my brain. I'm taking on 2 challenges at once, like new program, new tablet. It's taking some time. Do you have multiple buttons on your pen? Just 2. I think that's pretty standard, right? I think it's 2. I haven't gotten a close look at it. I figured throwing myself off the deep end to learn Clip Studio and the tablet all at the same time. It's for the greater good, you know. It's for my longevity as an artist. I'm saving my wrist, and I'm also figuring out a program that'll have like a long-term help, you know? Like a helpful long-term program. That is not phrased very well. A program that will take me a little bit further than Procreate can take me. Oh, this OC is beautiful. I think I should pull up the reference sheets. I think that's only fair. Because I have them downloaded, I think. Oh my goodness. Mintmai, you know how to use your computer. You can do this. I think I kind of have to crop it though. I think I'll show it. How about I show it at the beginning of each drawing? Ta-da! This is Chicky Nessie's OC, aka on Twitter at @ReChickyNessie. Yippee! That's mother. I don't know if they give me mother vibes. It's like gender envy. Like I want whatever you have. Oh, my old art. You could have told me. I think like I guess the difference between older art and newer art is mostly easy for the artist to tell. I think that they look gorgeous. Gorgeous, beautiful, gorgeous. Also, the moles? Like, hello. Hold on, let's get close into the face here. I'm thinking, what kind of expression do we wish to give them? Hair over the eye, yeah. I think just the very sweeping bangs. And I also love an eye that is completely darkened, no highlights or anything. I think I can do the bangs on the right side a little bit better. And again, these are in my art style, so they'll come out looking really different from the reference most of the time. But I'll do my best just to capture their essence. Oh yeah, the World Cup is happening right now, isn't it? Let's see. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I saw EJ perform with Andrea Bocelli. That was quite a combination. I was like, I wish young me could see this right now. Because my dad really liked listening to Andrea Bocelli, and so he made us listen to a lot of Andrea Bocelli. Not a lot, but he would have Andrea Bocelli playing sometimes. Are you not using your tablet today? Oh, I am using my tablet today. It's a screenless tablet, my new tablet. It's not my typical. It's not my iPad. Yeah. That's why I wanted to borrow OCs, because I think it's a challenge to draw someone else's design, like a design I'm not super familiar with, on top of using a new program and a new tablet. Oh, the PNG tablet? That's true. I thought about it. I thought about it, but I have my arm out. both. It depends. Let me see. I'm so sorry. I don't know enough about what's happening with soccer to engage further in the conversation. But congratulations to everyone, you know, that's just watching the teams and rooting them on. This feels like one of those characters that would have their eyes closed mostly, and then when they open their eyes, you're like, whoa. Yes. Oh, the tablet is quite cute. I've been thinking about it, because, you know, this tablet in front of me is like one of the older things I've drawn. This is very true. Wow. Okay, so you're telling me they only open their eyes for like auriful moments. That's what you're telling me. I think, you know, this eye is not supposed to be showing at all here. But the way I drew it, it made it look like there could be a window for eye, so I need to fix that a little bit. Here we go. Sometimes I don't know if I feel like drawing like a little line under the eye to express that they're like... Very smiley and cunning. If evil, why hot? The age-old question. If evil, why beautiful? I have to practice good posture. I'm trying so hard. If evil, why hot? So true! They look so pretty in my style. Happy forever. Oh, I'm glad that you like it. Oh, sniff. I really thought that all the OCs that were submit were just really fun and creative in different ways. They have this beautiful sort of neck piece. I love drawing long necks. It's just way too easy for me to draw a neck that is far too long. But in this case, they do have this nice sort of long neck piece. I'm so locked in. I notice one thing that happens a lot more when I draw with the screenless tablet is it's harder for me to end the lines where I want to. So I end up having a lot of line art that's like this, and then the next line like sticks out further. Long necks always make a pretty silhouette. I want to draw their ear poking out so bad, and I just don't know if you would see it from this angle. I'm doing everything I can. I want to like cheat it so that their ear still sticks out. It's a charm point. It's a charm point. That's what I get for... The thing is, when someone submits a reference and they're like, here's my OC, I want to do everything I can to avoid drawing the OC's face like just from the exact same side. So I didn't just want to hit the same 3/4 angle, because that feels like too similar to the reference. I think the hair, there's like a bit of a braid situation happening in the back. No, it's okay, charm point. So pretty already. Thank you. I'll not take credits for the character themselves being gorgeous though. You know, because they are wearing such a V-neck, I have to draw just a little bit of it. Who am I to reject the V-neck agenda? These will mostly be like bust up, I think. They have a little braid in the back. Awesome. My eyes do not deceive me. The eyebrow, I think, is also very important. I zoomed in quite a bit. It's like... I feel like just the eyebrow alone can give them a more cunning expression. Like, the eyebrow is the difference between the soft, innocent smile and, like, the, I'm evil smile. Eyelid is also important. We're getting that vibe across. Mai, welcome to Mini Membership! Thank you so much! I hope you enjoy the emotes. Thank you for supporting! Yippee! By the way, guys, did you know that Sweet Fantasy in Chicago, a fan-made pop-up cafe featuring me, Sugi Aoki, and Ichikamaya, is happening on June 20th? More details are over... I retweeted it quite a while ago, but more details are over at Stella Stars. But then the first E is a 3, and the second S is a 5. I had to visualize the Twitter notification in my brain. Yeah. And Mai did the visual for the cup sleeve, and it's super gorgeous, beautiful. I was looking at it and I was like, yippee my Ichi parsley life. Drew these women I love so beautifully. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Teehee twirls my hair. Hold on, what am I doing? I can link it, I can find it. I can find it so fast. Because Stella very sweetly has it conveniently pinned. Yippee! Okay. I don't think this bang is correct here. Hold on. There's something about it where I made it look too... too flowy, or I don't know how to explain how I was feeling about it. It's like, I feel like it needs to fall straight here for a nicer silhouette, because the hair on this side is going out like this, and so I want the hair on this side to be like this, or else I'm gonna end up with like a billowing shape, like a pear silhouette, which is fine, but not what I'm going for with the character this sleek. I figured I would talk through some of my thoughts with like character sketching, silhouette, all of that as we're going, since we are here anyhow for appreciating beautiful characters. Okay. I'm also a collarbone appreciator, so you will not catch me skimping on collarbone art. Nope. Not me. I mint collarbone mai. I like drawing nice collarbones when given the opportunity. Yeah. You get it. Yeah. Collarbone is more sexy than other things, you know? It's just true. I don't make up the rules. I actually think collarbone is probably sexier than everything. Like, truly think about something that is more, like, elegantly sexy than a collarbone, right? Calling her bones. The most few. Calling her bones? So silly. Hold on, I see what's happening here. It's like there's like a fabric. a fabric wrap situation. I'm being very rough with the accessories here. If I zoomed in, perhaps I could be a little bit a little bit more delicate with them. I know how to draw a triangle. Okay, awesome. Do-do-do-do. Sort of letting the lines just like trail off in a nice flow for this. The braid at the back of the head. Gonna add some loose strands. Since these aren't colored, I feel like little loose strands go quite a long way. Maybe not up here, but down here. Ooh! Hi Mintmai, I have 2 collarbones. Oh my gosh, you have 2? Share some with the class, damn! I'm locked in, I'm locked in. I can do better on this bang here. Because it's a bang that sort of cuts into the whole face. Making it look very attractive is part of the point. Final touches. Final touches, I definitely need to make the hat brim larger. This needs to be so much larger. There we go. Gotta give him a proper brim, you know? And then there's also this cool sort of ribbon covering up situation. I'll do my best at it. I thought it was interesting because it almost looks like they sort of bound up their old hat. I think it happens a little bit lower on the hat. Let me try again. We love a big hat. Yes! I love everything about them. Me too. They look so cool. I take no credits for the lovely character design, though. All right. They did a little touch of symbolism for you. I think it's cool that I could sense that, right? I think it's pretty cool that I saw that and I was like, you pointed out that it was their childhood hat. So... But I feel like the actual hat design literally looks like it's under the ribbons. Okay. There's the first one! Yippee! I have no idea how many this canvas will fit. We'll see. We can always make the canvas bigger. Thank you for sharing your OZ with us. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna add... I think I'll add one more thing. Yay! I'm starting to think that I need to invest in a third monitor. I don't. But I say that to say that. Stunning. Millions cried. I'm so honored. Thank you, Mintmai. 'Tis not a problem. It is my honor to draw your beautiful baby. Your child that you birthed with your own hands, because that's how OCs work, right? I thought it'd be really silly. Oh, hold on. I thought it'd be really silly because you did also submit your Sona. They're so small and pixelated. Hold on. I think I have to do the cheeks at the end. I thought it'd be so funny to like just do like the tiniest little like birthmark there, a birthmark there. The creator, ladies and gentlemen. I'm probably gonna have to start going at the slightest bit faster on these. But it's okay. Quality over quantity. I have to tell myself that. I wish I could spend every day just drawing OCs. I suppose that's what some artists do. It's very silly. Oh, I like that face too. Like a bow here. And putting your hand on their shoulder. I can fix the hair a little. Okay, sweet. If you want to have the clean art of just the OC, feel free to erase this. I also have it on a separate layer, but I don't know if I'll be posting two versions of this. Very fun. Awesome. Okay, let's do another one. Yippee! Thank you! Thank you very much. Thank you, Nessie, for sharing your OC, Yippee, and your Sona with us. I have so many pictures saved. Let's see. Whomst next? There's too many to choose from. Okay, let's do another character that I thought I've seen this character before. I think that she's very cute. This is Vivi's horse baby. Da 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 da. Yay! Thank you for loving my art. Wah. I'm very flattered. Oh my goodness, the image is huge. This art here is by I recognize this art style. This is by Calico Milk Tea. But this is Vivi's OC. A beautiful, beautiful horse with megane. Beautiful horse with rectangular glasses. Save me. Save me, beautiful horse. Okay. Da, 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 da. I don't think I've ever fought for my life this much in terms of monitor space. Just because this is different from usual. Maybe this is why people do have screen tablets, so that technically that's another monitor, and then they're not taking up their monitor with their drawing program. That's Yuri for Uma. Yes. Oh my goodness. The glasses are so... I don't know if I'm giving away the fact that I have a type. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will be drawing a variation of characters today. But I am sort of going off of a few designs I think I can do really well in my style. Ba-ba-ba. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a good pose. I mean, I draw with no undersketch, and so I just have to pray the anatomy works out. It's kind of like a wee ball method. Mostly because that's what makes it fun for me, drawing with no undersketch. Or it's like the drawing is the sketch, but then also the line art. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful horsewoman. I got you. I'm glad that there's been so many horse girls, you know? Like, even prior to Uma Musume, I feel like there's been the great horse resurgence. Man, I was talking about summer camps. At some point in time, like, I was just reminiscing and thinking about summer camps and talking about summer camps. And I don't think, like, I'm a horse girl in the way... Like, I knew a few horse girls. I don't think I'm a horse girl in that way, because, like, that's just very powerful. But I went to horse camp, which was, like, such a strange thing that I remember from childhood. The fact that, for whatever reason, I think my dad was like, I think you'd had fun doing this, and, like, randomly signed me up for this, like, horseback riding camp in the mountains, and I was like... I was the only person there that, like, wasn't, like, a die-hard horse girl. Like, some people at that horse camp, like, I have no idea how my dad found this. Some people at that horse camp, they, like, had, like, they lived in an area, I guess, where they could just have horses at home. And, like, this is something that I've never heard of in my life. I had not ridden, like, a horse before, so I was just kind of there. But it was a horseback riding camp, and it was very memorable. They let us ride a horse once without a saddle as well, like, obviously with supervision. Let me just tell you, it hurts. I still remember the strange feeling of riding a horse with no saddle. Like, first of all, the horse, you know, the horses, they're well taught and all of that, but it was a very strange feeling. Hi! Hi, BB. Your OC's got me talking about that one time I was at horse camp. And also, I was like the only person there. Like, we were all girls, but I was the only person there that knew about Pokemon, or the only person there that liked Pokemon. And then this other girl there was like, I don't know why people like Pokemon. Pokemon's so weird. And then I was like, I need to be silent. I do not wish to speak. I was so scared. I was so intimidated by horse girls. What? Yeah, I have no idea how my dad found this horse camp though. Cause I was like, how did you end up finding like this? It was only 5 days long. And like he literally just signed me up for fun because like both of my parents were really busy with work. So he's like, here's something you can do for these 5 days so that you like won't be just like at home. And I was like, oh, okay. That is an unfortunate situation. Yeah, so I just kind of, I was like, oh, I just won't tell them that I really like Pokemon, I guess. The most random side quest. You know what's funny? Me telling the story, this ties into me VTubing. It does, because technically, me being at that horse camp was how I was exposed to some of my first manga besides what was like originally available to me. Like I think that horse camp is what exposed me to shonen manga. Because the important thing was after horse camp ended, my parents were still at work, so no one could pick me up. But they had like a family friend who lived closer to where the horse camp was happening. Again, the horse camp was like up in the mountains. Like when I say up in the mountains, don't imagine something like super mountainous, but it's just like, imagine you got like kind of a rural, somewhat suburban area, and then you kind of go up into like the hills a little bit. That's where horse camp was, and they had a family friend that lived a little bit closer, and that family friend had a son, and I was like 12. But that family friend had a son who was like college age and like had left for college. And so his mom, who was the really sweet lady that was like the family friend of my parents, or like a family friend of my dad's or something. Anyways, very nice lady. She would come and pick me up from horse camp. I was like, oh, how was horseback riding today? And I was like, oh, it was cool, you know, it was chill. Rode some horses, as you do in horseback riding camp. And even though it was only 5 days long, it was very memorable because she had like this family friend, like she had a nice house. Like I had never seen a house so nice. And I was like, oh, as like a little kid, right? Because again, I'm 12, I don't know anything. I don't understand much about the world, but I was like, wow, huge house. I thought it was huge. And it probably was. I mean, I can't remember super well, but I just remember thinking like, wow, this must be what a mansion looks like. Though likely it was just like a large house. Like a somewhat regular size large house. But I never lived somewhere like that before, and so I was like, oh my gosh, so enamored, so amazed. And then I just remember her son, who went off to college, like basically he had like a walk-in closet sort of situation, except it was not like attached to his room or anything. It was just kind of like, I bet it was like a big storage cabinet in the house that just got like turned into his manga library. This is important. Yeah, so she's like, oh, do you like reading comics? And I was like, yeah, I like comics, because you know, I already liked Kitchen Princess, Sailor Moon, Slam Dunk. Like I grew up liking those. And so I was like, yeah, I like comics. And she's like, oh, cool. My son's got a bunch of comics. They're like in this room. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a manga library. I was like, this is amazing. And then I would read some of the manga, which by the way, it was definitely shonen. Again, Paula J's son has kind of a manga library situation. It was definitely shonen, but they're like pretty girls. And so I drew some fan art of the pretty girls. And I remember there's like one day, like her son had come home for a bit, and I was like, oh, like, heard that like you're hanging out here, you know, after horse camp. Are you liking anything from the library? And then he saw the series I picked up and he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I like this one. But it was like low-key, it was nothing too bad, but it was like kind of like a I don't know what year it came out in. It was probably I wonder what genre it's considered. It was very interesting to say the least. When did it start getting illustrated? I don't know. Okay, yeah, definitely it's like early 2000s shonen. There's like some fan service in there, and he's like, oh, I don't know if you should be reading that. And I was like, oh, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on here. Because all I was doing was drawing fan art of the pretty girls. I think if I reread that series, I'd be like, goodness gracious. I was reading this when I was 12. You're like, I like the pretty characters. Yes, yes. I was literally like, I like the pretty characters. And then completely like the suggestive content was just like in one ear and out the other. I was like, I'm just here for a good time. But also like the lady, like his mom basically, who was pretty much the only person in the house with me at that time until my parents could come pick me up after work, like she doesn't know what her son's reading. Like she's not monitoring the manga that I am selecting from the library. So I'm just picking the ones that have cute covers, you know? Or like the one I ended up picking had a cute cover. Again, thankfully it's like, it's nothing crazy. So I could handle it at the time. But there would just be like some fan service here and there and I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. Early 2000s style shonen fan service was something. But I think I was literally just like, oh, that's interesting. And then I didn't think anything of it afterward. I'm trying to think, especially for these where I don't really have rendering or shading, like how I should color the eyes. But yeah, I'm grateful for the experience nonetheless. That story went on and on, but I'm grateful for the experience because I do think it exposed me to the fact that there's just so much more manga out there. And I'm like manga lover #1 now. Okay, maybe not #1. I definitely know there are people that have more time or put more time into reading manga than me. But I was like hardcore reading like since I was 12 and onwards, really. It's really hard. Like I just spent so much time reading, especially like 12, 13, 14. And then I think I had like a webtoon phase at some point in time when webtoon was like really big. Or I think it was like just before webtoon was really blowing up. I feel like a lot of series were so good then. And then I kind of went back to manga. Name every background character ever. Do you even remember the names of main characters of mangas you read? Because I certainly don't. I can admit that. I don't remember the names of the main characters of mangas that I read. I could like draw them really roughly, probably. But that's about the extent of it. I like this horse gal a lot. And how Jin drew her eyes. I don't draw eyes that are like... I think in this expression she's narrowing them even more. But I don't get to draw this expression much lately. I certainly remember my absolute favorites. Oh, me too. Yeah. I know my Dungeon Meshi main cast. Witch Hat Atelier is also easy to remember. At least I think the names are easy to remember. Low glasses frames on the face. So pretty. Wait, so if she's got horse ears, does she have human ears that are able to like hold up the glasses? Maybe these are questions. Maybe these are questions that I should not be asking. Your art's super cool. Oh, thank you. Is there a way to submit a character to be drawn? Ah, I'm sorry. I posted it. I posted it on my Twitter. And for now, since stream has already kind of started, I think I won't be taking more submissions because there are more than I could possibly draw in the time. But feel free to hang out with us and just take a look at the art process. Feel free to just hang out. I'd feel bad for more people to take the time to submit them now when I'm not really able to check for more. Or the glasses wrap around the head. Ooh, I love drawing some like nice like wispy ends of hair. It's so satisfying. Hello. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. I have no idea when I'd be doing this next, honestly. It's very fun. But I feel bad. I don't want to false promise anything. But I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy your time over at the bakery. Yippee! We do art streams every week. But usually I'm working on things of bakery nature. Typically I'm drawing my own character or something seasonal. Just depends. Oh man, I think pearls are so hard to draw. I can do it. I can do it. I know there's something in Clip Studio Paint that allows you to like draw with like a border built into the pen, but I've not figured that out. I do want to be able to draw like that sometime though. It's like when you have a pen, but then it's like you have color and there's line art on it already. I was not sure if drawing it with that technique would be better. I'm worried that the pearls look messy because it's such a sketchy style. Yeah, an outline brush. Do I have that? Can I add one? Oh, I can search for... I see, I can search for them. I won't bother with that right now though, because we're here together. But yes, I want some kind of a outline brush. Because Procreate doesn't really support that, and I've also never seen something like that for other art programs. I feel like it's always been something I was keenly, personally aware was a Clip Studio thing. Okay. Oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of shy. You know, would you fold if this beautiful horsewoman spoke to you? Because like I would. She's so beautiful. Yes. She's like... She's like gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Me when I talk to Vivi just normally. Oh my gosh. It's the sweetest thing ever. It's like you have a crush on Oomph, right? But it's like, I can't, oh. I don't want to tell her that I think she's really cool. Or it's like, when you enter VC with friends. I don't think this has happened to me. It's happened when I listen to friends' song covers. I'm like, oh my gosh, your voice is so hot. But like, you know how it is. It's like me and some of my friends, one of our friends, Nyx, their voice, like their talking voice is not super low, but when they sing, they can sing really like they have just such a nice low tone. You can listen to our Machi cover together actually. It's like on my channel homepage under collaboration covers. There's Machi PJ party version or PJP version. That's me and some friends. We like covered Machi together, and it's on Ruki's channel. But whenever it gets to like Nyx's line, we're all like, "Sexy man!" It's like slash familial slash platonic, but we're like, "You're so sexy!" Ah, that's just how you are with your friends, you know? It depends on the friends, of course. But like that's how we are with them. We're like, "Oh my god, your voice is so sexy. Oh my god." But we're being so silly. We're being so silly and dramatic. It's just like when you like putting your friends on the spot for no reason. It's like, "Yeah, you're so hot." Listen, if you're not gonna gas up your friends, like what are you doing? Unless your friend does not like being gassed up, because you know, some people don't like it, and that's okay too. But it's like, you know, if we were unironically told to stop, it's like, yeah, of course we would. We love our friends. But for now, when I hear that singing voice, I'm like, oh my goodness, the range, the gap moe. I guess it's also different when you have friends that you just like talk to normally on a relative base, like somewhat regular basis, right? And then they sing and you're like, who are you? Who is this? New phone. Who is this? When could you sing like that? When you go to karaoke with friends and someone just suddenly like pulls out like singing skills that you've just not felt before, and you're like, whoa, hold on, oomph. I didn't know you could do all of that. The thing about me at karaoke though is I sound the same, but my voice projects like crazy. Like this is my greatest fear. My greatest fear is people being able to just hear me from like a different karaoke room because I'm just too loud. It would be fine if my voice was like it would be fine if I were loud and also my voice was good. But it's like sure, I can sing, but me being loud is like so unnecessary. Hold on. Where is this evil pixel coming from? Where are you coming from? there we go. I was like, is there a spot on my monitor that's like dirty? Hi, I'm in the next wall over and I can hear you. Whoa, Mintmai drawing, hurrah! Yeah! I asked for Flower Friends OCs. I asked to borrow them so that I can practice using Clip Studio Paint because I've been in Procreate land and just blissfully unaware of the fact that I need a more robust program to do bigger projects. Yippee! Hey, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you learn that you have to switch over later. I'm not sure if I like that I like drew in the hair highlight with line art. I'm actually not a fan of that. We're not doing that. We're gonna stick to these nice sort of line art sketches. Right now I'm drawing a really gorgeous horsewoman that I would probably fall to my knees for. Clip Studio Paint is a dream. I will throw all my favorite brushes at you. You can! I'll allow it. Yes, please. Please. Hit me up, hit me up. I think like I don't know why when I was watching i's stream the other day. This is not me calling you out. I'm saying this in great support. I remember you were saying something about you were saying something about BL, and I was like, so true. And you're like, oh. But I was thinking of that meme where it's like yaoi lovers or BL lovers like shaking hands with GL lovers. Like I'm the local hime joshi. I really love girls love genre and Yuri. And so I'm shaking hands. I'm shaking hands with all the woo the Fudanshis and Fujoshis of the world. I'm scared. You're scared of Fujoing out on main? Be free. Be free. Rah. No, I get it though. Sometimes it's like, I used to have an alt. I used to have an alt that was like specifically for literally like I just retweeted Yuri. Like Yuri manga recommendations, and also not even restricted to Yuri specifically, just like any manga that I liked. I would like retweet, or I would talk about it too, or if I was reading something new, I'd talk about it. But then I deleted it because I was like, I'm on Twitter too much. And also I'd rather just be a little more low-key and just focus on doing everything I need to do. But then I've been thinking recently, I'm like, I want it back. Someone pry me from the clutches of social media. It's awful. It's awful. I want somewhere where I can feel better about spamming people. Because I know flower friends who are just so sweet. Like, you have me on post notifications, and I do not want to explode your phone. You know? And it's not even because I'm like, I need to be all professional on main. Like, like, I guess I do sort of have a preference of how I'm initially perceived, and like first impressions and stuff like that are important. I think I like that. I think I'm often representing myself in the way that is authentic to me. But sometimes I want to be like an absolute gremlin. I'm like, dude, I sit in my room without pants on and I read Yuri. Or like I wear shorts. When I say without pants on, I want people to know that it's never like fully like without pants. It really depends on if it's laundry day or not. But I like wearing like shorts because my legs have to be free. My legs are long and they get really sweaty. They get sweaty because I think it's like my chair material, and also like just my room gets pretty warm. Even with AC on, it can get quite warm, and I'm just like, I have my favorite pair of shorts. Let me see, did I miss any design details? Let me check. Did I miss any design details? I think gorgeous horse lady is done. This is her in my style. Thank you for sharing your beautiful horsewoman with me. I've seen her more than once actually, just like floating around. She has passed by my TL. Pretty, thank you so much. Okay, I think. Hold on. I will rearrange this at the end to like fit everything well. Oh, you know what? To keep better track. Hold on. I'll do it after stream. Because while we're on stream, I'm just saying who is the owner of the OC. But I think after stream, before I post it, I want to like write. I want to write like your name or something next to it, so it's obvious whose OC it is. At least if you like cross-reference the post with the references as well. Fixing up this. Awesome. Yay! I love beautiful characters. Thank you for letting me borrow your child. She looks so gentle. She is so gentle. She's so beautiful. She's so cute. Thank you. Once again, if your OC does not happen to pop up today, please don't feel bad. I love you. Starts crying. I don't want anyone to feel like their OC didn't get love. Sniffles. But I'll see. We'll see who I can draw best. I think, okay, so we've drawn a few characters that have like these sort of narrower eyes. Hold on. As soon as I finish a drawing, I'll stick it into a group so that I have it organized. Yeah. Oh, I can rename it here. I'm just quickly naming the layers for my reference with nicknames. You only have so much time on your hands, don't feel bad. I appreciate it. I also... Man, I feel bad. I hadn't mentioned it. I will try to draw at least one masculine character. I will try. But my art style, I stay so safe. I like, at least a lot of the time, I draw very either androgynous beauty or more feminine characters. And so I was like, oh no, wait, I hadn't mentioned that I'm terrible at drawing men. And so if you have a masculine OC, your RNG is a little just slightly worse. It's not that I wasn't going to pick it, it's just your RNG is like slightly worse. I feel bad though, I hadn't specified it, and so I was like, oh god, Mintmai, no. You didn't tell them. It's okay. It's like I can't expect myself to remember every disclaimer under the sun, but it's how it be. It is what it is. I had a phase as a result of my Fujo-ness where I tried to draw men all the time. Yes, use your love for boys' love. Use your love for boys' love to like, you know, projectile your art skills. Yes. That's so true. Okay. This OC, we are gonna okay, I want to draw an OC with big eyes because we've done a few with, like, again, the more narrow. It's just like, you know, we want to try drawing some different styles, but we have another character with animal ears. This character belongs to, hold on, let me just make sure I'm not getting it wrong. Oh my goodness, Twitter be better at showing me these things. It's okay. This is by Kaida, I think it's Kaidabe or Kaidabe? Or they go by Giga Kairabe. I hope that is not a super butchered pronunciation, but it might be. As soon as you see this OC, you'll see what I mean. Like, I want to draw an OC with big bright eyes to contrast the last couple we did. I thought this was so creative. I had to give it a shot. It's a moon bunny. Look. I became, you know, I'm such a big fan of how on your OC's head there is like the space station and like a little flag and a rocket. It's very cute. Very, very unique. It also has the vibes of remember when those moon pictures were going around and they were like colorized? That's what this really reminds me of. I'll be using this one as a reference. Look! Also, you see did you notice the moons in the eyes? Like the moon phases? The eyes are like the crescent moon in there, yeah. This is so cute and creative. And also, I love Moon Bunny mythology, because that is quite literally, there's like mythology surrounding bunnies that live on the moon, at least in my culture. So I thought that was really cool. Also, the description says, eyes are like moon phases, talks like an old lady from the 70s, but tries their best. Lonely, sad face. Be lonely no longer. I will be drawing. I will be drawing your sweet child next to other beautiful OCs. Thank you for letting me borrow them. They're very cute. I like the creativity and the fact that under intense light there's like the rainbow, but normal is technically black and white. And today I am doing black and white sketches, so very fitting. And this gives me an opportunity to draw like super moe long eyes, which is actually my natural inclination for my art style, is to draw really long eyes. I don't know why that is. I think it's because I like retro anime. I like some retro anime style. Like Rumiko Takahashi is an artist I really love. She did Urusei Yatsura, is probably best known for Inuyasha. But I know her, or I liked Urusei Yatsura, but I also really like Ranma 1/2. Those are the series I personally really know and love her for. Love the style of bunny ear. Me too, it's like the pointiness that really gets me. Hold on. Because they're bunny, I want to draw their hair really fluffy, like I see it being in the reference. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, bunny ears that are just like a little bit pointy. So good. I'm trying to keep the heads around the same size across. Because I think I don't want to get a tendency of like I start drawing smaller and smaller as I keep working on the canvas. Love Ranma style. Yeah, I just love retro anime, and as a result... Oop, wrong brush. Wait, what brush was that though? Ooh, that's kind of cool. If we want to do any tones. Who knows? But yeah, I love that the bunny ears are like big and tall. And I get to draw huge eyes. Oh my goodness, I zoomed in way too much. Let's nail these moon phase eyes for sure. And I think the fun part about basically drawing someone else's OC is you get to do sort of a fun interpretation. It's like fan art. I'm trying to stay mostly, you know, fully faithful to the character design. But I kind of want to add like a little sparkle in their eye of like a star or something. The moon phase eyes are just so clever. Because I think in my art style, adding some kind of a glint in the eye somewhere would help. Or hold on, let me see if I can fill in the eyes a different way. Adding a little bit of Mintmai magic. I think it's like when you draw something in your own art style, right? Especially when someone else like offers up their OC to be like, hey, like would love to see you try this in your style. Part of it is not part of the joy is like not really copying the style of the reference. too closely. So even though the eyes are like the moon phase eyes, this actually might be a good time to try using that tone situation for the first time. Because I just felt like when it was solid, I wasn't getting the sort of expressiveness that I wanted. Let me think. I know what it is. I don't draw my eyes like super round. I want to make it really obvious that it's like moon. I agree. Yeah. How's Clip Studio Paint feeling so far? It's like still foreign to me. But I am having fun drawing. So I reckon that that is okay. Oh my gosh, I never say the word reckon. I'd reckon that it's going swell. Like, what if I just like add a couple of stars in there? Oh, from far away, it's really hard though. It's giving PN. It is. It's like... Actually, this might be one of the first ones I would rather have a tone laid down for the eyes here. Wait, what are these? Oh, I see. I've chosen the watercolor brush. Wonder if I can make it less... oh yeah, let's make it smoother texture. No, that still has quite a bit of texture. Let me see. Texture density. Oh, yeah, I can make it smoother. But I actually think that looks more moon-like. You know what I do really like about Clip Studio Paint is this, the navigator window. I haven't been using it too much, but I think it's pretty awesome when I do use it. I like being able to have... You can't see it, actually, because when I share it on stream, it does not show the navigator window. But it's basically this little window where you can, like, move pretty easily. You can zoom in and zoom out without having to, like, press on your keyboard. It's pretty nifty. I do say so. If I do say so myself, I was gonna say. Yeah, it's like, it's, you know, having keyboard shortcuts again is nice. I'm used to spamming keyboard shortcuts, like, just from being an animator. But again, like, especially drawing in my own style, or like nice anime style, it's been so Procreate heavy only. Bunny is required to have the bunny mouth. Have my shortcuts mapped to a game controller? Technically, I have a Stream Deck, and so I could map it to like to hotkeys that way. But I don't feel... I don't know. I don't feel like doing that just yet. Let me see. I have to adjust my desk a little. We're trying to make sure... The goal of this is to make sure I'm doing all the drawings ergonomically. So cute. Yippee. Okay, I like that mouth more. I think it can be even longer though. Ah! We're going to be so cute and moe. Okay. I think adding in the long bangs is gonna be pretty cool. I feel like this is the first OC where I feel like I would do it, or do a better job at least, doing the design justice with just like a little bit of screen tone. You know? Even if we don't have color, time for color, it's like the moon-ness of it all. Dun, dun, dun. Hello! Welcome in! These are some very cute OCs. Yeah! I'm really grateful for everyone that let me borrow their designs for today over on Twitter. If you have not seen the tweet and all of the wonderful designs under it, feel free to take a peruse, you know? Over on my Twitter, when I initially posted the waiting room, just like look in the comments and see all of the cool stuff that people have put there. It's so cute. There's this little satellite dish. And then another little satellite dish on the character. I want to do a good job with the hair. Oh my gosh, sometimes it feels like the tablet like jumps. But only when I return to it after moving or like tabbing out, pretty much, just to look at the references. So not too much of a problem. The hair is short, so I want to make sure it stays short. It seems like it's chin length. My fear with short hair characters, it's like the charm is that the hair is short, right? That's literally the charm point. But over the years, I feel like I've drawn so many more characters with like longer hairstyles. Not exclusively, just a lot of long hair. Especially for my personal work, I'm drawing lots of long-haired ladies. And so it's like, whoa. Because I happen to be a long-haired individual. For now, at least. It's summer again, so I'm like, maybe I should chop it all off. Every summer I think this to myself. Because it gets warm, and then it's like, oh, it's such a hassle. But I'm afraid of, like, accidentally lengthening, like, very cropped hairstyles. I'm biased, but I always gravitate towards short hair. Short hair is cute. Like, I love short hair. It's just, I also love making OCs with long hair. Oh, wait, I love this. The turtleneck. I think I should let it peek over the chin a little bit. That's what I think. Okay, this does not look like their OC until there are bunny ears on this. So we gotta get those. I like these bunny ears because they remind me of more like dwarf rabbit ears. And I love dwarf rabbits. They're very cute. And I've loved bunnies my whole life, but especially dwarf rabbits, actually. Just as a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, their little ears. So it's kind of a nice, different... You have to be careful though, because you can see how I drew them just now. They look like bat ears. You have to be careful. Hold on. I can fix this. Let's actually do our first canvas rotation. Woo! It needs to go out, out, and then kind of like straight down. And then out, and then sort of round, and then the center part here is like straight down. Oh my gosh, you also have a bat OC. No worries if you had an OC you didn't submit, but you feel like you might want to in the future. Again, this isn't gonna be something I do regularly. It'll just be like a rare, like, surprise. But I think it's nicer that way if I just kind of like pop up with it here and there. Cause for me at least, it's quite refreshing to like draw characters that are not the same old me that I'm always drawing. It can be a nice little break or truly like, it's fun. Truly focusing on the fun of drawing sort of refresh. Yeah. I love drawing others' OCs a lot. Exactly. You get me. Okay, I think these ears are decent. Somehow, I've made them less bat-like. Although, I still think that part of it is how I'm drawing the inside that is making it more bat than bunny. I will consult the reference sheet once more. Okay, there we go. I'm feeling a bit better about this. Let me see. I want the polyline selection tool. I'm so glad they have this in Clip Studio. I mean, I guess it makes sense they do. It's just they don't have... They do have it in Procreate, but the selection tool in Procreate is never quite as satisfactory for some reason. Select. Also, because I'm so glad that when you resize stuff, it doesn't get too crunchy. Okay, let's do this. Whoa. Yeah, polygonal lasso tool, or I think it's sometimes called something different. Bum, 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 bum. I'm probably gonna change my keyboard shortcuts a little so that I don't have to press E and P for eraser and pen. They're too far apart from each other. I'm gonna make like O eraser. It's gonna make my life so much easier. I think I always give it some time though. Like I use the default keybinds for a hot minute. And then I start customizing it once I know what tools I actually like using. So I'm not quite at that point. I'm not quite at that point in my relationship with Clip Studio Paint yet. We're not that close yet. What's a tour box? Is it like a Stream Deck kind of? Like a little thing for shortcuts? Yeah, although I will say, in Procreate you can change the settings to make it a little bit less, like, crunchy. The reason Procreate comes out so crunchy is once you make a selection, at the bottom right there's some settings, and make sure it's not set to nearest neighbor. Have it set to linear or bicubic, and then your transformations in Procreate will come out less crunchy. Not crunchy at all, but they'll come out a lot less crunchy. As soon as I learned that, it changed the game for me in Procreate. But just never have it set to nearest neighbor unless you are doing pixel art. If you are doing pixel art, you can do nearest neighbor. It still comes out crunchy. Do you draw on a small canvas? Oh no, I know why. It's because you draw with the textured brush. Spoiler alert, Floor, I totally want to draw your OC. Except I know who your favorite is. I saw you submit like 4 OCs and I was like, who are you kidding? I know that you have a favorite. Calling you out, I'm like, I know that you have a favorite child. I know you have a favorite child, oh my gosh. You make it obvious. No, I'm teasing you because I'm the exact same way. Listen, OC artists, we all have our favorite child, okay? And they obviously get the most art, or they obviously get like the highest effort art. It's not their fault for being beautiful. She's so complicated. I wanted to give you simpler options too. I do appreciate that. I would like to try my best though, because she has like glorious hair. So as a heads up, I did see that and I was like, oh man, I gotta draw Floor's OC at least once, right? Because sometimes Twitter just like shows me your beautiful artwork and then I stare at it and I'm like, oh, so nice. Actually, that's for quite a few flower friends. Like Twitter knows that we are bound by the universe and then just is like, here you go. So I've seen much art before, I think. I don't know. My feed's been weird lately because I think they decided to play around with the algorithm again, which is like, oh sure. Oh poo. Okay. I want to try adding tone for this OC. We're just gonna see. We're gonna see what it looks like. Cause I feel like I gotta. I feel like I gotta. You know? For an OC with this sort of moon pattern, if I don't try, I feel like it is not. I'm not doing the nice design justice. Hold on, this brush gets so many streaks in it after a little bit because it's like watercolor. Excuse the hard edges, I will buff them out in a bit. Let me just try this out. Oh, this is nice because I get to test out the smudge tool as well, which I have been trying out a little bit, but still getting familiar with. I think the one I like the most is the fingertip one. Hold on, it looks funky right now. Let me cook. Trust the process. Trusting the process. Let her bake. Let me bake. I think they specifically showed that like the clothes were had some like dirt on them. Yeah, I've been liking the fingertip brush, I think. Oh, but I kind of want like a more textured one for this one. Let me see. They have one called Textured Blender. Ah, they weren't lying. Okay. Let's use that one. I think it is working, but I need it to work harder. It's not quite blending them very easily. I think it's because it's textured though. Like I could just also use them like a paintbrush blender. Oh, I guess that's okay too. But then it winds up looking sort of smudgy. I want the moon texture, I do, so that's why I'm grabbing this. Procreate smudge. I actually really like Procreate smudge. Somehow. I find myself really liking the Procreate smudge. But I don't know. I think like Clip Studio Paint, they have this huge asset library where there's user submitted assets to use as well, and I think that changes the game. Like I haven't figured out how to use it yet, but I do think that can change the game because so many. I've actually bookmarked a ton of really old assets. Like I have so many bookmarks of just Clip Studio Paint assets because so many, especially at least in my experience, so many Japanese and Korean artists, they share their like brushes on Clip Studio Paint that way. Yeah, the asset seems super useful. Yeah, and there's also like a little bit of there's like 3D modeling to like help with perspective and things, or like really interesting poses. And so I do think that Clip Studio Paint has cool tools to offer. And I would be interested in seeing that. Okay, now we grab the eraser. Because this is part of the design. A very cool part of the design. Oops, I accidentally moved the whole layer. Okay, there we go. My bad. Bum, bum. Let me see. And then I'll grab a hard eraser, maybe lower density. Just kind of want to feather in some details here. Just make it like super bright at some parts. It's such a shame Clip Studio Paint brushes can't be exported into Procreate the same way Photoshop brushes can. Oh, I will say, you know, Photoshop brushes exported into Procreate are actually also not the best, because like I have a few of those. Photoshop has like they have something. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something that helps determine like pressure and angle. You want so many Clip Studio Paint brushes? That's the sign to switch over, honestly. I find it hard to imagine that, like, I still think I find myself like wanting to draw in Procreate. It's just so convenient. It's on my iPad, but like I have to give Clip Studio Paint a really solid chance because it's just so much more robust. Like it can handle as many layers as I throw at it, I think. I haven't quite tried. But that's what I need. I need something that I can throw all of my layers at, you know? Especially with more advanced illustrations or like detailed illustrations, I like to at least have the option of having like so many layers. Not sure how I feel about this hatched look yet. We'll zoom out. No. Still gotta clean up the edge a little. This design is simpler, so I'm glad I tried to lay down the... Or just like in terms of base outfit and such. It's a bit simpler. I think the tones really help, I guess, lock in the design as like Moon Bunny. Even though it was obvious without the tones, I think the tones let me do the stars nicely. The little hair stars. Such a cute design! Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! Okay. Here we have a little review. See, I swear my habit's kicking in. It's like I'm drawing ever so... The more comfortable I'm getting, I'm drawing the characters like ever so small, ever so slightly smaller with each one. Actually, I think it's just because this beautiful Witchat OC has a big hat. That's literally why. No, you're good. Keep the big hat. I was speaking to the drawing. Please keep the big hat. It's beautiful. I love the crescent eyes. It's a very clever design. Let's see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. They're getting cuter and cuter. I like to think that they're all about same cute. As far as like character features or like I do think because the Moon Bunny's got like the big eyes, I see the cuteness beaming through there. But I do think partly I feel myself growing more and more familiar with the program a little bit, or at least drawing on my tablet is feeling a little bit easier as we go. How do I want to do this? How do I want to... Let's actually... Let me see if this fits. Can we form a collage situation? Or I will adjust the... Yeah, let me change the size of the file a little bit. Where is it? Here it is. Got it. It takes me a second. Whoa. Bigger canvas. Let's see. Wrong color. Very cool. So this way we can kind of have like 2 rows going. The leftover space probably has more space than characters I could draw though. It's okay. We're giving ourselves more canvas space to work with in general, which is always a good thing. Hold on. I'll leave them as they were. As you were. ROCs? Oh, I think it's the title is a general... Hold on, I forgot eyebrows. Oh gosh, I just remembered. So eyebrows are just the silliest thing to forget to draw, and yet I do it sometimes. I do. Your OCs as in I'm picking just a few submissions, and I've been drawing I have been drawing some OCs of the ones that have been submitted. OC for original character. Okay. Yippee! Oh man, I was definitely very ambitious. I totally saved more than I can draw. It's okay. It's okay. Sniffles a little. Okay, since I mentioned it, I'm like, yes, I will. Let's do this one next. I certainly see what you mean by complex. But I like a challenge. I do. All right, next up we have Floors at Bunmellows OC. Behold her beauty as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, I know I'm not doing full body drawings or anything, but like, can we take a moment to appreciate these pants? What is happening with these pants? Whoa, Gorgina. Yes. Pavani on Mintmai stream. She's hot. Yeah. I do not draw this deep. Like, look at the pants. It's got like floral pattern, but then also the ruffle situation and like the window slits, knee slits. They're double layered. I see that you have like the knee thigh window happening. I'm understanding. I am seeing. I am understanding. I am processing. There's a little bit of like side window, like very, very cool bodysuit action happening. Our brains melding. No, I understand what's happening here. You know, something about being an artist is also understanding design choices and why they were made. You know? And I'm seeing. I am understanding. It's giving Bunmellows vibes. I feel like when I think of your art, I just think of this one. Not only because it's your profile picture, but I could tell that this is one of those drawings that you drew and then afterwards you looked at it and you were like, oh my gosh, I drew that. You know? I feel like as an artist, that's how I would be. I can't draw like this though. It's giving Bunmellows. Like, I drew that? Yeah. I feel like it, you know, we all have a few of those pieces. For me, the recent summer art was kind of like that. It tends to be pieces that we like just put a lot of time into. Let's see. It's a redraw of an older reference and I put them next to each other and went, dang. I have to think about how to draw her now. Seeing, thinking, understanding. I also really appreciate the moles. I would like to say as a woman with a lot of arm moles, which you often can't see because I don't think my camera picks them up very well. And also I wear sleeves that cover them sometimes and gloves sometimes. Typically during bakery work hours, I do wear the gloves that are in one of my reference sheets. But yeah, I have like a decent amount of arm moles. Not tons, but I mean, I guess it's whatever you define by as tons. But right now, like sitting here right now, I have one. They're very small, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 10 that I can see on my left arm. And then on my right arm, there's 1, 2, 3. I think there's like 5 that are like pretty obvious. I don't know why it's like just on my arms. It's cute though, and I like them. Yeah, so I used to always joke that I have the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper on my arms because they're actually like shaped kind of like this, and the thing is they're very small, so I feel like there's a reason why they're not very easy to see. But like, imagine like this is like somewhere along my left arm. I have the Little Dipper, and then the Big Dipper is because on my right arm, kind of the same deal, very faintly. There's kind of just like, it's like my pepper, but like it's super spread out on my right arm. So I like to say it's my Little Dipper and my Big Dipper. They say count your blessings, and I just did. Are you mole people? I have a few other moles. They don't need to be named at the moment. Let me see. Trying to keep the size of everything kind of consistent. You have vampire bite moles on your neck too? Awesome. For this design, what I will say is I see there's like just such cool things happening in the hair. And what I can say is I will do my best. Oomph. I will do my best. She's so pretty. Gah. Give me a reason. You and me should be alone. I have a hair down ref if you want. I think I'm okay. I think I like the hair up because it's just it's iconic. It's her look. The thing is like, because your line work is really clean, I'm able to like follow the lines and see where the hair goes. You know? The only thing right now is I'm trying to again keep the faces to like sort of a similar size. Oh, I want to draw more. I just keep wanting to draw more. Aw, shucks. If you want to just share the hair down rep anyways though, you can like reply to your hold on, I'm thinking. If you reply to your original reply to the OC tweet, I'll like see it later. Just to admire. Locked in. Kind of. I gotta make sure I'm not losing too much steam after drawing like 4 characters. But it is kind of just a lot of different designs to digest in one day, one go. Hold on. I'm zooming in because I felt like my lines were being like extra sloppy. It happens. Okay. So let me see. Oh, that's like similar enough. Okay, thank you. I will take a look at it. Either way, it'll just be helpful. Oh my goodness, fit check. I love a good A-pose reference. I think this is helpful for me anyways. Oh, you meant like hair down as in like hair not flowing ethereally through the air. I thought you meant hair down like her hair was not half tied up like it is. Why is she stanced up though? Well, because aura. Yes, like doing its normal thing. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, I that's very helpful. I thought you meant like she let her hair down. She took out the ribbon at the top. That is my misunderstanding. I understand. Like, it was not being carried by the wind. I see. Oh my gosh, she has a heart hair vent, like me. Like me for real. I love heart hair vents. Hair vents are how women need to breathe. You know? We need them. An obvious joke, but even so. It's like she needs them. Like, as soon as there's a character design with hair vents, it's like, dude, those are her lungs. Don't take away the lungs. Yeah, yeah. Hair vents help the brain breathe, exactly. That's why I have such big hair vents. Hold on. I'm like, what is happening here? Let us fix this up a little bit. Instantly peak. Her hair crazy. I'm so sorry. Never be sorry. Never be sorry for bringing a beautiful woman into the world. You made your OC hard to draw? Don't be sorry. I think I made myself. I mean, I guess I didn't make myself. I'm just by default standing emoji, relatively easy to draw. But I just did that because I like simple clothes on me. But like when it comes to OCs, like, yeah, give me all the complicated stuff. She wants it, she got it, you know? She gets to have all the pearls, all the frill. Why? Because it's what she deserves. Yes, her hair is so fun to draw though. Like, it's crazy, but it's like, that's why her hair is so big. She's hard for me to draw too. But I'm sure you improve a lot every time, like at drawing the hair. You know? Really big fan of thick eyebrows. Me too. Yes. When I don't pluck my eyebrows, they're a lot thicker. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I should go back to that era sometime. I should try out a different brow than my usual. The truth is, it grows back so fast, I could technically always just keep trying different brows. I felt like giving her like my dewy anime art style. Dewy eyes, at least. I think it's kind of similar to her vibes. Just like extra watery eyes. Hope you're hydrating, ma'am. Fun fact, I forgot to bring my water. Should I go get it now? I've been yapping for 2 hours and 40 minutes with not a drop of water in sight. I forgot. I don't want to stop though. I don't want to stop. I like drawing. OMG, go get water. You're like, you will not be drawing my OC dehydrated. Not on my freaking watch, Mintmai. Count your days. OMG. No, I forgot. And then drawing too fun. No, I didn't say all that. Okay, you're all the best. I'm also having so much fun, which is why it's hard to leave for water. Hold on, I got it. Do you see this drawing? Wait, hold on. Let me see. It's like... This is me. Like SpongeBob? Like SpongeBob? I don't even know how to do a SpongeBob impression. He just laughs like but I can't actually do it. The fun part about doing an art stream is that you can always pause and draw a meme to leave up. I just didn't want you to be lonely while I go and refill my water. So I figured that I'd stay with you in spirit. It's my my dehydrated state. This is an artist's representation. Of my dehydrated state. The artist is me. With her dry spirit. Oh, ooh. She needs water. Ooh. Needs water, but still needs to wear her thigh garter. Hashtag priorities. The way I'm holding my pen right now is so ridiculous. Getting water. I will be right back. Like honestly, it takes so little time to get water, but I was just having so much fun. I didn't want to go. Okay. Lisa, thank you for encouraging your Oshi's health. It's important. New reaction image just dropped. Low-key, this is usable for circumstances outside of being dehydrated, you know? Like, I think this is really multi-purpose. My magnum opus. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't have eyebrows. Let me add in a little eyebrow. I go get water. Me 3 days without beautiful girl. Okay. Dun, dun. I'll be right back. I'll be sleeping at my tablet. Look how fast that was. Now I'm hydrated again. Me 3 days without beautiful Mintmai. POV me when my Oshi drops a new cover. Oh my gosh. Man, so about covers. I want to keep working on more. I'll leave it at that. Looks like a dried fig. You can't mention figs in my chat. You can't mention figs in my chat without people getting emotional. People as in me. But yes. I had a drink with, and there was like something fig in there, and I was like, oh. And it's literally just me getting a little juice from a farmer's market stall, because like I saw and I was like, oh, that flavor looks nice, and then there's like a little fig. There's like, I guess fig is one of the flavors thrown in there. And I was like, I guess so. I'm gonna save dehydrated mint on her own layer. Back to drawing beautiful women as scheduled. I suppose beautiful characters, they are not all women. But yes. Drawing beautiful women does happen to be my strength, though. Okay, let's pull back up this reference. The photo in the bottom corner is more so for you. I have like a bigger copy of the reference on my end. Thank you for the welcome back. It is good to have water now. I'm gonna take a big sip. Big sippy. What? Altair! Thank you so much for 5 gifted member. Thank you. You didn't have to. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Sniff. Just know I'm crying. Oshi drawing my bug. That is like the most OC artist way of referring to your OC I've ever heard. This is my bug, my roach. Thank you so much. I hope everyone that was gifted a mem bun enjoys it. I think this upcoming week, I never ended up doing a Nintendo Direct watch along, and I still haven't gotten to watch it. And so I feel like it would be nice to do a mem bun, like just a watch along, and mostly I guess Zatsu. Watch along plus Zatsu? Mostly me just yapping over game trailers? I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I've just been so busy with work, I've been wanting to like prioritize streams that everyone can watch. But at the same time, I really like doing Membun streams because it's like my big thank you, I guess. Or it is a major way of me saying thank you. Miss Duvel! Thank you very much for the redirect, Elaine! I appreciate it. Today I am drawing some of my lovely viewers' OCs. The lovely flower friends, who are my amazing community, have allowed me to borrow their children for science. That science being me testing out a new drawing program and tablet. But thank you so much! Hi, Devels! I hope you had a lovely time with Miss Elaine! Holy Maiden crusading in. Hello! Hi. It's bring your child to work day. She's performing experiments. Honestly, yeah. Art experiments. Through slightly crunchy sketches. Okay. Really, I'm really into the moles. I love her moles. Okay, there's the forehead one. And then there's like one by the eye here. Awesome. I think the thing with moles is, especially if you're doing just like a full sketch line art piece, I try to make them obvious but subtle. Moles tasukaru. Exactly. Exactly. I think I will not be able to draw a violin in a timely manner, and neither I would not be able to draw a violin better than a violinist themselves, so I might not be having the violin in the pose. Oh, no, I do not want to cut this entire layer. That was a typo. Oh my. Thankfully, there's just an undo button in case that ever does happen. I love how crazy her hair is. Because it's like curly, but like also wavy, but also like straight hair. I don't think I saw anyone's OCs today with like... Actually, maybe there were a few. I was trying to look. I didn't see anyone's OCs with like super curly hair besides some of the ones that I think you sent in. Unless there were some that were sent in later that I just happened to miss. But I don't have a lot of art samples because I'm always drawing myself. But I wish I could show you guys more, I guess, of my range in drawing characters. Especially because I think when I'm always drawing myself, it's like very same face syndrome, because like that's me drawing my face. But that's why I'm like, yeah. I do love your other OC with the very curly hair too. I like that it's like just very fluffy curly. But I'm biased towards beautiful women. Hi Mintmai, I'm loving your art. Their soft expression is so cute. Yippee! I'm so glad that I can, I guess, practice, you know, improving my art and using new tools for the first time, which is always like a little bit... Takes a little bit of time to get used to it, but I'm glad that I could use this opportunity to like kind of just draw little... Those little art gifts. Just randomly. But even so... Okay, I'm seeing what's happening here. I'm noticing. Hold on. They're like smaller and more even. So I won't rush it. Okay. I feel like most of her half body is gonna be like taken up by her hair. They're like a braid thing. Like a braid, but it's like there's like fabric braided into it though, right? I've seen that done with hair before, where it's like there's kind of material that's like colorful that is braided in, which is what makes it have the orange highlights or like the different colors. Yeah, I got you. I am perceiving and understanding what's going on. Trying to. But I honestly don't think it's too difficult to wrap my head around her hair. It's mostly the most important part is these like framing bangs. Cause I feel like with characters like this with so much hair, if you get the framing bangs wrong, it just doesn't look like them anymore. So that's kind of where I put a lot of my attention. It's just like framing the hair around her face, and then everything else I can kind of work around it. Also, depending on the character, sometimes I don't draw blush. I know that in your references and stuff you draw blush this direction, which looks so good with her. But because my art style has blushed this way, I think I'll leave it like that. Just a little blush. Truth. She grabs a strand of each color and braids it. Yeah, yeah, like that. Because it looks like there's sort of, it's like she braids it around her hair, sort of. It is stylized in a way, though. Hold on. I can do this. I want to do her, like, torso outfit justice. I try not to think too much about how her hair would work IRL. I think she would just have to manage it. But I have seen, like, people with really wonderful curls. Hold on. I think I would have to block out where the body is first. Really big fan of the deltoids. Yes, this is Flora's character, or Bun Mellows in chat. She's very gorgeous, beautiful, gorgeous. Gorgeous. I mean, honestly, when I was picking through some of the designs, which I downloaded so many. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll draw this one today too. I downloaded, I can check my folder. I downloaded like at least 15 different references. And at the speed I am drawing this, all this, I'm like, we are not doing 15 lest I end up actually looking like this. That's so many, but it's because I couldn't stop choosing. I was like, this one, this, I could basically, here's the trouble. I could see myself, I could like literally envision myself drawing each of those characters, which is what made it so dang hard. Because then I was like, because obviously everyone that sent in their character would be just equally excited, or just very excited in general. To see me draw their characters. Thank you forever. You can thank yourself for bringing such a beautiful character into the world. I do love to see her. I just kind of have her in this sort of neutral-ish pose. This is her cape in the back, although it's not super obvious. Hold on. I have to do the shoulder ruffle. But to do that, I had to draw the rest of the body first. Awesome. Okay. Doon 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 doon. Let me think about this. And then it's like this on this side. And then this side is like... on, let me see if I can do it better with this. Just a little bit. Printing it out real big and taping it to the ceiling above my bed so it's the first thing I see in the morning. Uh-oh. Oh gosh, if you print it out too big though, you're gonna see all of the problems. Whoa. You are free to print it out though. If you really, really want to, I cannot stop you. This is your child. Just happy seeing your art. Thank you. I'm glad. I feel like her hair is half up. I also could be wrong. I think it's half up, right? Or maybe it's all up. It is half up. Awesome. Because I was looking at it, at least from the front reference, and I was like, it could technically, like, maybe, it could be just like a very voluminous high pigtail. The thing is, I see where the half up part starts, which is what led me to believe that, but okay, so for the rest of this one, I get to just go crazy with hair. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me because I love going crazy with the hair. As much as I don't really get to do that with my own look much. I'm like, yes. Let me get in there. Happy birthday to her. I like this expression, this sort of like, I want to say it's not a blank expression, nor is it an empty expression, but it's a secret third thing. Oh my gosh. I didn't save that whole time, guys. Let's all be happy that Clip Studio Paint didn't crash. Woohoo! I forgot you have to actually save. You don't realize how long I've wanted to eat all the hair you've drawn? I love rendering hair. I love painting it more than anything. It does have autosave. It would be able to like rescue me if everything went horribly wrong, which is good. Hold on, we are not done with the hair because her hair isn't... We aren't even getting started with the hair. I think the hair is like longer than this. Don't worry, I got you, queen. Your voluminous locks will be represented. Okay. With the occasional braid showing up in between. She's like 80% hair and 20% cool pants. That's a pitch, you know? Okay, but what if I also just like... Yeah! I need people to realize just how much hair she has, okay? Like conditioner commercial levels of hair. Pantene wishes they could get her contact info. But they can't because she is elusive and fictional. I have to make it so obvious that there's just so much. And that it's all somehow like unkempt, but also the most neatly like parted ever. I don't know how she tames this every morning. They can't pin her down. Yeah, all the leads, like they can't get a proper lead. They're like, ah, oh, dang it. Where is she? They got like the chart with the red lines connecting everything. Okay. I think I can safely say that I spent the most time on drawing her hair, which is as it should be. Which means I drew her correctly. I'm gonna have some of it just like draping over her arm wherever I feel like it. The hair overtakes her. The hair is a symbiote. Me when I make things up about your OC. The hair is a symbiote, actually. That's why it's so big. It's a whole own living organism. You know, I would love to see someone that like has hair that is like hers though, like so like anti-gravitational. I just want to try something here. Like, I just wonder. Because maybe this will also help separate the front hair from, like, the back hair a little. You know? Also, because she has that, like, red highlight. I get tone privileges. It's just so, it's very randomly decided. I feel like because she has so much hair though, I wanna define the... I wanna define the part of the, like the hair that's in the front versus the hair that's not in the front. But then I also think if I do this too much though, I feel like if I do it too much though, it doesn't help it look like her. I don't know. Oh, no, I know how I want to go about it. I want it to be like, even if it's not exact, it's like the stripes in her hair can be represented by a little bit of tone. Are you drooling? I don't blame you. She is a very beautiful character. I do think it helps. I do think it helps helps it look like her. Yeah. Go follow the character creator on Twitter, Bunmellows. At Bunmellows. I'd be stunlocked if I saw her. I think if I saw a woman that looked like this, like out in the world, I would, like, I can't handle all of that. I think I'd be like, hello, and she'd be like, huh? And then I'd faint. It would be that easy. She'd just turn around and like make prolonged eye contact with you, and then you're like, oh shoot. It's over, I guess. I don't know how to express like her more deep set lids well. Oh, I didn't draw the line, that's why. I was like, what's missing? What's missing? This is very important. The kind of sleepy eyelid. If you saw a woman like her, you should probably run away. Ah, I see. Is this another one of those scenarios where it's like, if evil, why hot? If dangerous, why beautiful? You don't want to be close to her, mysterious. You're like, I'm all mysterious. Yeah, no. You don't want to get close to her, but I can't tell you why. Evil and hot is her brother. Is he the purple one? Am I right in assuming that that's the purple one that you sent? Yes. Also beautiful. Unfortunately for him, because I have a debuff when drawing men, I've chosen her for now. Okay. I don't think tone made it messier. I was hoping for tone to help with clarity. And I think it did that. I think it did a decent job at a bit of the clarity. Hold on. If our love is a tragedy, why are you my clarity? That song was so popular years back. If our love... It's giving so manga. I think it's because like her eyes are giving super watery. See, the problem is I have drawing creep. I'm always like, oh well, if I'm adding tone, I might as well. I might as well. Because for the other ones, oh whoops. For the other ones, where are we? I don't want to add tone because I knew it would take too much time. But then I did it in her hair, so I can't not do it. To like help with the eyes. Okay, we're done. Overall, I'm trying to put just like the same-ish efforts into everything. As you can see, I definitely got a bit warmed up though. What if I like retroactively add in some tone? I could do that. I could do that. Oops. Well, where are we? What are we doing here? Okay, here we go. Thank you for drawing her with so much care. You put a lot of care into making them, you know? These characters. You put a lot of care into creating her. Bring her into the world. Thank you for offering her up for me to experiment with. I think oftentimes in my art style I add that. Yeah, like this kind of like edge. Okay, let's add tone to the other ones. Cause I want to. now that we're here. I think after this, oh my gosh, my hand is cramping, so it's just, I think it's getting used to the new tablet. So I feel like I gotta just be so good and careful. It's mostly like, I think one of my fingers is cramping a little. Let me see if I can adjust my arm a little bit. I'm okay though. I'm having so much fun. That's the important part. But yeah. Rest your hands. Oh yeah, stretch break is probably a good idea. I'll do a little carpal tunnel stretching. It's just because I'm not used to drawing like this. Whoosh. Do. Alrighty. Little water break. Adding in tones is a lot less intense than drawing line art though. So that's okay. Although I do think it's sort of a fun challenge because the tone brush I'm using right now is a watercolor one. where I can't lift the pen, or else you end up with like this overlap. And I think that that's a fun challenge. And also the pen pressure decides whether it's darker or lighter. I think that's kind of cool. It adds a tad bit of a texture to it. And I think it looks really nice with clean sketches. I can like do erasing with it as well. 1 year YouTube, yippee! Kazu, thank you so much for a whole year of YouTube, Membun! Thank you for being a Burt Membun and supporting the bakery the way you do. I appreciate it so much. I've thought about it before and I was like, you know, Burt Membuns, that's just an option for people that just wanna support me a bit more, but I don't particularly have anything different or new that I give them for being Burnt Membuns. And so I've thought about it a few times and I was like, what if I just what if I just post in like the Membun tab, like just nothing, like pure sweet nothings. Like a ghost whispering to you before you go to bed. But then I thought about it and I was like, oh man, I'd almost feel bad doing that instead of just putting my whole heart into everything. I think the way I always want to pay it forward, anyone that wants to give me, you know, extra support, like Kazu, for example, is just like, the way I try to pay it forward is just like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna keep, like, what can I do? Like, what I can definitely do with my own abilities is like, I can just keep working hard. I try and think about it that way. I just like, you know, I often feel really guilty for being very slow at some things, which is just a lot. It's a lot. Life is a lot. Sometimes things just get to be a lot. But there, you know, occasionally I will feel just a little guilty about being a bit slow. But I know everyone's really nice to me, but I don't like feeling like I'm making people wait on me. So I'm working really hard to just be even better than myself before, and like I'm putting my whole Mintussy into everything. I don't say that lightly. I don't say that lightly at all. I mean, you know, I was trying to be a little subtle about it, but I wonder if some people have guessed why I've been drawing with like a tablet to like be more ergonomic, and why I need a more robust program than Procreate. It's like, it's because I want to really do my best. I want to really do my best. Smile. I want to do my best and I want to be my best, so flower friends can feel proud of supporting this bakery. And I know it's not like, you know, I think I've learned a lot in 3 years where it's like, I don't feel super guilty when I'm like not working anymore. I'm just like taking care of myself the best I can on top of streaming and everything, like all the offline work, and I'm having a really good time with it lately. Sniff. I'm always proud of you. Sniff. Oh my gosh, Nessie, I made your character look even sexier after the tone. I can't draw your OC with as much aura. Like, I don't think I can ever draw an OC with the same amount of aura as like the original reference. But I do try. But I think that the tone, like adding in that the hair is like a dark tone, like that does something. So everybody gets a little tone. Yippee! Yippee! Actually, this is good because I really wanted to add a slight bit of hair tone here as well. I won't them. Relatable. Thank you so much, Okami, for the mini membership. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let's see. I think here the scarf would benefit from having a tone to like set it apart. But also the hair too, but like a light tone. Okay. Oi! Yippee my Sugoi Mintmai Pavani life! Thank you again for drawing her! Thank you so much for the supa, you didn't have to! Sniffle! I do seriously... I am grateful for the tip though. Thank you very much for supporting! Bleh. You know what would make me the happiest though? Just keep drawing. Just keep drawing your OCs. I say this to everyone who sent in their OCs today. And also, yes, I did just sneak in collarbone. Because I realized I hadn't drawn it earlier. I snuck in a collarbone on BB's OC. The best thing that you can do, something that would make me so happy, is if flower friends that draw, just keep drawing and have fun with it. It brings me a lot of like secondhand joy when people love making art, you know? And then we get to share that love and it's like so awesome. So sugoi yippee awesome. Hold on, let me cook. I can't lift my pen off of the tablet. Or else I will mess up how the tone looks. I can always go in and erase. But I cannot lift the pen off. Okay. It's like a fun challenge. It's like a little scary too. Okay, let's go ahead, go with the blending. Finger brush. Yeah, you love art. It's good. It's good. We should continue. You know, we should all just keep loving art. Oh my gosh. I think, and it's not just restricted to visual arts either, you know? People that hone their craft, get really good at something, music, art, a sport even. It's like putting an effort into something where you can feel yourself improving over time, and it's not necessarily something like art, right? A lot of the times it's not necessarily something that you ever do because, I mean, honestly, making art is its own category of mini suffering sometimes, right? Where it's like not necessarily something that you do for money or anything like that, and so it's such a pure form of expression, right? I am noticing something. I'm noticing something right now, and that thing I am noticing is that it looks really awesome when I add the slight nose tone. So we're gonna go ahead and do that on everyone too. Yay! I love discovering things as we go. A little bit of nose tone. I haven't been drawing as much as I like, but I guess I'm in that part of my art journey where I slow down a bit for a while. Right? I've had that as well. It's like, there are definitely weeks where I don't draw outside of our art stream. There are absolutely weeks I just do not draw outside of our art stream. It just doesn't come to me. And typically those are weeks where it's like, oh, I didn't have to draw for work either, and so it winds up being interesting, where it's like you know, not every day is my day, and that's okay. Somehow I feel inclined to draw Uma hair very shiny. I think it's because the reference has it so shiny. Do-do-do. Oh man. I am looking at the time, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, I want to draw more. I want to do it more. Becomes unintelligible. Favorite Uma? Oh, from Uma Musume. Vivi's OC is not from Uma Musume, but I like I like Special Week. I know. I feel like Special Week is kind of underrated though, because even though she's like the central character, like the titular character, it feels like she doesn't have that many dedicated fans. Like there's a lot of fans that are dedicated to like I'm trying to think. Their names are slipping from me because I haven't played Uma Musume in a good chunk of time. I love Uma Musume though. But, for instance, there's a lot of people that love Kita-san Black, not only because her card is, like, cracked and so good for the game. There's a lot of people that just, like, love specific... a lot of people that love specific Umas. But for me... Special Week... I just think she's so cute. I like her story... And I also like her design. And it's great how she just works really hard, you know? I love Rudolph. Heck yeah. Oh man, we might have to do a part 2. I don't know if I can draw anymore today. I have to be real with myself. Both timing wise and bandwidth wise. I feel like if I drew more today, they would just like start looking worse and worse, honestly, quality wise. But you know, we might do a part 2, and if we do a part 2, I probably won't ask for more OCs. I'd just stick to the pool that I've got for now. I think that's fair. But yeah, maybe we do a part 2 because this was really fun. This is really fun, and I said that I would draw a more masculine character. Has that happened yet? No, but I do have images of some saved, so maybe next time. maybe next time. Sniffles. Let me see. Hold on. I'll make, I don't know. I'll rearrange the canvas later. One thing is for sure, though. One thing is for sure. I'm keeping that there. I'm keeping her here in the corner. It's like a fun reference, you know? Like if you were here, you know why she's there. Everyone's characters kind of fit nicely, like in sort of like a square. Yay. I'll post it on Twitter. I'll post it on Twitter, and you're free to like, I think, clean up like the edges. Or I guess what I mean by clean up the edges is not the literal art, but like if you want to like cut out your character. It's fun to draw alongside you. Yeah, I'm so glad. I try to stream art every single Sunday, and if not on Sunday, it's weekly anyways. The dehydrated mintmai. The dehydrated mintmai is because I forgot. In case you weren't here when it happened, chat. I read chat, And it was just like, are you staying hydrated, Oshi? You know, being very sweet. Because I have been talking about how I kind of dehydrate myself on a relatively regular basis. I want to make the handwriting a little nicer here. But I was like, oh, actually, funny you say that, because today I just forgot my water bottle, like entirely. Like it's not at my desk or even in my room, because I left it in the kitchen because I meant to refill it. But then I just kind of started stream and then I didn't get it. And then you were like, no! Go get your water! So that's why we have this drawing. I'll have you know I drew this first while I was dehydrated, before I went and got water. That is on priorities. I kind of think my handwriting is worse when I'm using a screenless tablet. But that's okay. I look so dehydrated. It's like... Do you know that TikTok sound? I do not watch much TikTok, but do you know that TikTok sound that goes like, and then I hear this screeching, and all of a sudden I hear this like grating, screeching noise. Like that's how I feel like, oh, nice art, nice art, nice art, and all of a sudden I hear that grating, screeching noise. In the bottom left corner, the eyesore. I think it's only fair to make sure to give credits to where credits are due. So allow me to just... Oh, I really wanted to do more today. I was like honestly coming into stream being like, I'm gonna draw 8 characters. I'm gonna not have that because aesthetics. Wait, I want the text to curve with the artwork because I'm picky like that. I love this ambition. I'm just like that though. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do... I was like, we're gonna do so many. We're gonna do so many. Awesome. Okay. I need to just... I have to zoom in so much in order to like write nicely. Some people's YouTube user is different from their Twitter one, but because I'll be posting this art on Twitter, I think it makes sense that I stick to the Twitter ads. I think that makes sense. Dream big, as they say. It's just there are so many pretty characters. I wanted to do more. If. But I know everyone understands that, you know, I got a limited amount of time to just draw whoever. And so again, I really appreciate it. Yippee. Bum bum. Ba-da-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. But even if I don't do this next week, maybe like another week. Maybe a completely separate week entirely. Here we go. Okay. Just like small text to show the characters. I'm making it look all pretty because, you know, aesthetics. Aesthetics are my passion. But I will say, for if this is your OC, if I happen to draw your OC today, you are free to use the artwork for just anything non-commercial, like you can use it as a profile picture, etc, etc. Consider it just like, yeah, like gift artwork. I don't even want to add tone to this. But I'll see what it looks like if I add tone to just my hair. I think it does add a little dimension. Okay. And also, if you want to, you can like just kind of like cut it out, you know? Because I know cropping, it's like if you crop it and there's other things on the edges that you don't want there, you're free to just crop it in. And you can also erase your username. Those are things you are allowed to do with the art, yes. At least off the top of my head. You can enjoy it and you can look at it, and I hope that it makes you happy. Like, keeping it simple. This is awesome. This has been awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, even everyone who's OC I did not get to draw today, I hope you don't feel discouraged or anything like that. I love and appreciate you for being here so much. And I hope to see you again, and I hope to perhaps come across your OC again one day. Yeah? Yippee! Bum bum bum. It's nice seeing you again. Yeah, it was great seeing you too. Thank you very much for the yellow supan. I said thank you very much. I hope that was very intelligible. Yay! Okay, let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss any alerts as well. I think I got all of them. Thank you so much for the membuns, the first time membuns, the mini membuns, the returning membuns, the gifted buns, the supans. Thank you so much. Yay! I'll bring us over to, well, this is the art for today. Let's do one more, like, what do they call it? Like a victory lap. Da-da-dun, da-dun. We've got, again, thank you for your beautiful witch hat atelier OC Nessie. Thank you for your lovely horse office lady woman Vivi. Thank you so much for your moon bunny. I feel like I'm going to butcher your username, or it's more like I'm scared. I'm not sure. I am not sure if I was calling it correctly. Cries a little bit. But thank you very much for your adorable moon bunny. Very creative design. I think the color would have done it even more justice, but thank you, Kainabe, and thank you, Floor, for your beautiful, hairful OC. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, and thank you, and thanks to viewers like you. Thank you for reminding me to drink water. I'm glad I went and got water midstream, because this has wound up being a little bit of a long stream too. But yes. And again, even if I don't draw them in the exact same style next time, this was really fun, and I personally, at this time, feel quite down to do it again someday. So I hope you look forward to that. But again, regardless, we will have another art stream next week. So yippee! Or if it's not an art stream, it might be a hand cam stream, because I got some stuff in the mail. But it'll probably be an art stream, because I might save the hand cam stream for later. For a day where I'm like really free to organize my desk and stuff. But yeah, without further ado, Thank you so much. I will see you over here. Let me bring you over here so we can say our final outro. And let me not forget. Thank you so much, Chris, for the soup fan. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support so much as well. Feeling a bit shy. Okay, I'll see you on the other side. Did you have fun? Did you have a good day? Was that a fun stream? Let me make sure to save. Let me make sure to save, and also let me make sure to export it as a JPEG and as well as a PNG, because I need to be so safe about all of the efforts that we've put in today. Thank you for all of your really positive energy. And also, I think it's really sweet and kind of all of you to be like hyping up. I think it's really sweet that you all kind of hype up each other's OCs too. Like even if I don't happen to be drawing your character, I think it's really sweet that you guys are always like, the character that's being drawn right now is so pretty, so awesome. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, I hope to see you guys again in next stream, which will be announced on Twitter. I don't want to promise something yet because my work schedule is kind of crazy right now. So I will see you again when I see you. But as per usual, streams will be consistent. Typical time zone, couple days. I'll think about whether or not I can do tomorrow. But tomorrow or Tuesday is to be expected. If I'm really super busy, maybe Wednesday. But I try and shift around my work schedule so that I can at least do our usual 4 streams a week. But I'll make schedule graphic and I'll try to share it as soon as I can. Yippee! But thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. Do you want some of my toast? I can share my appreciation with you, but I know that my pure appreciation does not feed you, so I'm offering toast now. There's eggs in it. It's good for you. It's protein. Yeah, get protein. Thank you. I'll see you soon. And I will, as per usual, I will be active on Twitter. Also, because I'm always bad at shilling my own merch, but I also do work very hard on the merch store. I'm excited to say that I am getting a few updates about the standees that were on pre-order, so I'm very excited for those to get to me in a few weeks' time, I hope. But I will send update when they get to me, because then I'll have a better estimate of when I can pack and ship them. But yeah, we got mintmai.com! Yippee! I run that store. And that is just a way if you want to support me, but want like physical goods in return. That is a fun, and I'm passionate about merch. But hopefully, I care a lot about the quality of things and etc. So if you want to support the merch store, there is the merch store. But there is also free Mintmai wallpapers that you can pick up. I realize I don't mention them nearly enough, and many flower friends have been like, huh? You had these the whole time? And I was like, yes, I did have them the whole time. So please feel free to check out my Ko-fi, where you can pretty much pay what you want, which means you can also pay 0 to get free wallpapers. They are Mintmai themed and flower friend themed. Flower friends. That means that's you. Thank you so much again for stopping by the bakery. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And thank you for offering your OCs. I just thought of something. Wouldn't your cats be like bodega cats for your store? Don't you see the cat behind you over here? Pretzel is the bodega cat. The kittens, they're just trainees. The younger cats are trainees under Pretzel. That's why we don't see them roaming the bakery much. Because they haven't learned to practice food safety yet. But that's all for Mintmai shill. I just want you to know that there are places you can get free goodies. And also... thinking. Loading, thinking. I swear there's something I was thinking of. Oh yes, if you were gifted a membership today. Because Altair gifted memberships earlier. Thank you again. If you happen to be gifted a membership and you are watching this part of the stream or the VOD, I just wanna let you know that I just wanna let you know that you should check out the membership tab because we have wallpapers that are exclusive to members there and they don't expire. So you can download all the old ones. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, day, weekend, week if it's Monday for you. But thank you so much. I'll see you again later. Mintmai Rocket! Mintmai Rocket is blasting off again. And I will say you do have a banger of a VOD to tune into. Thank you for popping in though. Yippee! I see you. Thank you for coming in live. Yay! Thank you. Bye-bye! Oju Mintmai. See you next time!